This is going to be why do I make art in 2022? The idea of this video is a little bit different. Instead of making a piece of art and showing the product and final product and the process and whatnot, I'm gonna tell why I make art in the first place. Because it's really cool to see people's art. It's even cooler to see their motivations behind why they do it. Why do I make art in 2022? At first, I sat down and made a giant list of just so many different reasons why I want to make art. Why is it sufficient? Why does it matter? And for the sake of just making a short and simple video, I narrowed it down to 3 separate points, the most important. And those are getting better, building community, and leaving a legacy. Now, on the first point, most of this story is going to be revolved around my mom. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. My mom is, she's a big reason why I do what I do today. So, and as a matter of fact, on the first talking point of getting better, I have this definitive memory of Mom and I sitting on the floor in our single wide trailer in the living room, and we had crayons all over the floor and my brand new Pokemon coloring book spread out, and I wanted her to color with me. So she ripped out a page and started working on it, just diligently and slowly and intentionally. And my was super young, and so I was scribbling through all the pages, scribbling through and just getting it done as fast as I possibly could while my mom was taking her time on just one. And when I finished scribbling through the entire book, I look up and she had just finished one sheet. And I noticed how amazing she colored. It was all in the lines. It was super nice and super neat. And mine, I looked at mine, just absolute hurricane. And I decided right there, as a 4-year-old, that I wanted to get better and be just like my mama. Now, my mom isn't with us today. She passed away. She took her own life in 2002. And when I was only 6 and my brother was only 2 years old. And I've gone through a lot of different stages of grief and acceptance and whatnot. But right now, I'm really thankful for the short time that I did have with her. And I do cherish every single moment that I have. And I have really fond memories of watching her cut hair and cook and sew and singing and doing photography and even drawing. And I watched my mom do it all, basically. She was an angel. And throughout her life and death, she taught me the most important aspects of life. Mom, actually, she was the friendliest person in our little community. There wasn't one moment, an event didn't go down in the community where we were not invited, because she just lit up the world. And as a matter of fact, she hosted most of the events, anything from Easter, Halloween, Christmas, birthdays, you name it. She was there, we were there, we were dressed up for the occasion, and she brought her camera. And she would take pictures of everybody, and it was incredible. And that is another point of why I make art myself, is to build a community. I want to build a community. I've started a Patreon, and from that Patreon, I've also started a Discord, a private Discord that can only be accessed through Patreon. And if you guys want to support me and to be a part of this community, that's the easiest way to do so. You can go on to patreon.com. You can actually go in the link in the description, and that's going to be there. It'll send you straight over to Patreon. You sign up for that and get private access to the Discord, and we can build that community. The final reason I make art in 2022 is just sheer legacy. Now, I know I explained briefly about this little moment with Mom and sitting on the floor making art and all, but there was so much more. And as a matter of fact, I have a lot of her work. I've got some of her drawings hung up proudly in my studio. I have all of the photography, all the pictures that she took. I have all of that. I have her journal, which in fact she didn't even finish, so I decided to finish it for her. And I also have a blanket that she handmade for me, and I distinctly remember it taking about a year for her to finish this from start to finish. And she diligently just worked on the couch every single day for this. And I have all of that stuff. But more importantly, I have all those memories of my mom. I have the memory of her just indulging in this and watching her just with sheer passion work with her hands, and just so focused and by herself and alone. Just watching her do this as a 4, 5, 6-year-old kid was just, it helped define who I am today. And having that legacy, I can only hope to pass that down to my own kids. Because I'm at the point now where I'm her age. I'm around her age when she passed away. And whenever it was my most important years of my life, that's where my son is right now. And I just hope that I can pass on. I hope he watches me, and I hope he takes away some of the things that I do and just runs with it in his own manner. And with all of that, there's not much more to say, except I've thought a lot about it. I've made these videos in the past, and I've fumbled around, I didn't have any talking points. I just kind of yah-yahed around the topic, and I never really settled with anything. But I feel like these are the 3 biggest reasons of why I do what I do. Let me know down in the comments what you do, and what are your 3 big reasons on why you do it. And I think that'll kind of start a conversation, and I would love to kind of be a part of that. So again, links down in the description for the Patreon. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm going to see you guys later. See you. Thank you.